maybe I just do that. Is that better? Oh, too much. But great, great angle. If only I could get... Great, great angle. I'm also contenta. Great. I'm sick. Boo, you whore. Excuse me for a second. Great, great, great. It's snowing. Ah, great. We all know I love the snow. It's currently snowing in Bologna. The temperature is around about 25 degrees daily, and it's snowing. I hate it. What? Snowing in Bologna? In 25-degree temperatures? That's a lie. Look, there's a piece of snow right now. I cannot even open my windows because that's how forceful the snow is. You might be asking, Jessica, are you okay? Have you had one too many hits to the head? It is currently spring in Europe. Why would it be snowing? Let me answer that question for you. Because there is so much pollen in the air that I'm literally walking around the streets like this. I have to dodge it. I don't even know what that was. Like, walk like an Egyptian. Works well with this top. Walk like an Egyptian. Now I'm crying. Why am I crying? The pollen. There you go. My allergies. Jessica has allergies. Allergies. Pollen. Allergies and asthma. Pollen. Not cool. Not happy. I hate this so much. Everywhere we go. And they're huge. That's why I said it's snowing. They're huge. Like little balls of pollen. Just in my lungs. Killing me bit by bit. I mean, I've been sick, but I'm just dying. I hate it so much. You walk outside, I'm sure there have been countless times where I've walked into the street and I look special because I get the biggest shock of my life because I've inhaled a piece of pollen up my nose because it's huge. I can't take it. I have no patience for pollen. I have no patience for drama. What? That's a lie. My whole life is drama. I have no patience for the mating season. I really don't. Birds are flying everywhere. Pigeons are like flapping their wings, getting all aggravated because they're trying to find their mate. Get lost. I've got no time for that. I don't need you swooping on my head because you're going to attack your mate. I don't want your pigeon mate. It's going to be fine. Transferring pollen here, there. Where are the flowers here? I don't even know where the pollen is coming from because there's no trees here. There's gardens. What? It's flying from the gardens? That's just great. I've got no time for it. I've got no patience. I've got no time. That's my main issue. That's my main concern. Number two, no. But everything else is fine. It's just the pollen is ridiculous. Like, I have to walk around with a mask because I'm gonna die. And I've been sick. I keep getting colds. I can't deal with it. We were on a Pullman for a coach. Sorry, the Italian is Pullman. We were on a coach for 8 hours coming back from Napoli, which I will tell you about in this vlog. And it stuffed me up. I got so sick. I got so sick in Napoli. And then I came back and got an ear infection. Great. Just what you need. Just what I wanted. An ear infection. I've already had a perforated eardrum, so I had to call the doctor, my mate, the American. He was like, what can I do for you this time? Just prescribe me something, please. So he was pretty okay about it. He was like, it's definitely infected, but we're gonna have to be careful because I might still have a hole in my ear. Great. Great, great, great. This is turning into a very dull, sulky vlog. Not cool. So I'll go into light things. Napoli. Went to Napoli. Lots of fun. Really cool. Obviously Napoli's down south, so it took us 8 hours to get there on a coach, which meant that we left at 12 in the morning and we arrived at about 8:30. Great. Just great. So great. Oh, it is impossible to sleep on a coach for 8 hours. Don't do it to yourself. It's just not great. Also, actually, a little bit of a complaint. This is just complaining. The entire vlog is just going to be me complaining. Cool. Deal with it. See these things? Do not ever buy one of these things because they do absolute jack all. What is it? You put it, right? It's a neck pillow. You put, look at this. I'm like giving you a demonstration. You put it here and you fall asleep. Obviously you're up against something, so you can sleep. Great. No, there is, oh my gosh, it's like, it is the worst invention ever because the chairs are upright. So you can't even rest your neck because what are you resting your neck against? Like, you're like this. Literally, it's like a neck brace. Actually, a neck brace would be better because it definitely doesn't move. This goes sliding all around my hair because I thought to myself, well, I better wash my hair. I don't want to look disgusting. Oh, slippery hair, new hair, sliding everywhere. My head's up against the window like this. Great experience. Great start to the trip. So obviously when we got there, I was really happy. I was really happy to be in Napoli. Everyone was like, wow, Napoli. And I was like, wow, Napoli, yay. And I'm not, like, I'm pretty okay when it comes to sleeping. I don't really mind. I don't really have a lot of sleep anyway, like when I'm at home and I've got uni and work because there's lots to do. So there's just no time. But, no, I was so peed when I got off that bus. But when we got to Napoli, we took a 1 hour boat ride. Great big boat. Like you literally walk into the hull of the boat and then you go up some stairs and there's like, it's just like a plane. It's like a plane, like the layout of a plane, and you just seats everywhere. And it takes about an hour to get to the island of Capri, which was beautiful. Capri was so lovely. This was a trip organised by ESEG, who is a university organised, like ESN, the Erasmus Student Network. ESEG's another one for Erasmus students, and they organise like weekend trips and stuff, which are always really fun because a lot of Erasmus students go, so you get to meet new people. So we went to Capri, and they failed to mention that we would be hiking a lot. So when we got to Capri is very hilly. It's beautiful, but it's very hilly. It's just cliffs. And they're like, all right, we're going to take a 10-minute walk to this place. And then after that, they should have also said, we're going to take another 4-hour walk around the cliffs of Capri. But they didn't mention that. No hard feelings. So we went walking, and you have to walk. It's all an incline. So you're just walking up cliffs. And then, we get to the top, great views, and I was like, wow, that was definitely worth it. Because I was struggling, I'm going to be real honest with you. I don't like it. So I was struggling, and I was like, oh gosh, when is this going to end? And it's hot. It is so hot, and I was so sweaty, and I had too many layers on, and I didn't have time to take them off, because once you get lost from the group, which is what happened in Pisa, you are lost from the group, and you have to find your own happiness, which sometimes works to your advantage. But anyway, so we went, so we walked up the hills, the cliffs of Capri. Beautiful view. My goodness, it is stunning. They're obsessed with limoncello. There's just limoncello everywhere, like lemons just on people's houses. Like they'll have the name of their house and then lemons around it. And you're like, cool, that's really fun. But the view is breathtaking. It's just gorgeous. And then we went on a 3-hour hike, and the tour guide is one of the ESEG leaders, and he kept saying, ci siamo, like we're here. We're here where? Christina and I, we were at the front, but we were still like, where are we going? And like we said to him, we're like, how far more do we have to walk? And he goes, we're halfway. When we heard that we were halfway, oh my gosh, I could have cried. And Christina's leg was giving way, her knee. She's like, Jessica, my knee, I can't do it. And I was like, I don't know what to do, tell me what to do. And she's like, they're gonna have to airlift me out of here. And I'm literally thinking of ways we can get a boat back to the main harbour. We can get airlifted through a helicopter. I was freaking out, and I was like, do I carry you? I don't know what to do. We were in jeans, hiking in jeans, and I was wearing really, really bad shoes. It wasn't practical at all. But it made for some great memories. So we're gonna leave it at that. It's good enough. Chrissy's just messaged me because she could probably hear me telling everyone hi. Yeah, hi. Cool. So that was Capri. Then we went back to Napoli. So we spent the day in Capri on Thursday. Then we went back to Napoli at night, and we went to our hostel. Well, that was an experience. It ended up being fine because we were stationed with 2 other lovely Brazilian girls, and they were really nice. But that, yeah. But yeah, that was an experience. Jessica in hostels. Like ebony and ivory. Except for the part where they're living together in harmony. We just don't mesh well. I don't do good in hostels. And you know what? The shower, oh my god. I'm not saying anymore. But it's fine. It's all part of the experience. I think it's character building. If I need more character to be built. Cool. Then the Friday, we got up early and went to, where did we go? Oh, Pompeii and Vesuvius. Tears. So we climbed Mount Vesuvius, fog everywhere, great view of fog. But we managed, like the fog sometimes cleared and we managed to see the crater and everything. But I was just in awe that I was standing on Mount Vesuvius. I couldn't believe it. I studied ancient, like Pompeii and Vesuvius when I was in year 12 for the HSC. And it was one of my favourite things that we learnt. And to be there in those places, wow. I've already mentioned that Italy has made me very emotional, but there were, like, lucky I was wearing sunglasses and all these Erasmus students are looking at me and they're like, isn't it beautiful? And I was like, it's so beautiful. And they're like, whoa, who brought this chick? Like, calm down. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, it's so beautiful. I'm a wreck. But it was amazing. I loved it. And to climb Mount Vesuvius is just, what? Who does that? So that was really fun. Chrissy wasn't sure that she was going to be able to do it because of her leg. And I was like, let me see if I'm coming back here with my mother. Otherwise, I will literally carry you. Because I just couldn't miss it. It was a fantastic experience. And then Pompeii in the afternoon. Wow. So great. The funniest thing was that when we went into Pompeii, they have, the brothels are still there with the frescoes on the walls of the paintings of, you walk in there and you go, and they would have used to have said, I can't even express how ashamed I am at my English. Like, Erasmus students, international students are speaking to me in English and I feel like saying to them, you know what, at the moment your English is better than mine. I got nothing because we're all like, oh, your Italian is so good. Your English is good. Wow, you speak Italian and English so well. No. Everyone's like, your Italian is good, your English not so much. And so anyway, when you walk into the brothels, you used to be able to point, first-hand experience, I would obviously know, you pointed at what you wanted to have done. Great, like McDonald's. I would like a McFlurry with extra fries on the side. So we saw some of the pictures. At that moment, everybody took out their cameras and was taking photos of these pictures. And I was like, great. So nobody took photos of the ruins or of, the beautiful statues or anything, or of the houses. No. Everyone's like, great, this is what we want. This is what we came for. It was pretty funny. You can always see Mount Vesuvius in the background in Napoli, which I love. It's just always there. It's like a constant haunting reminder that it once destroyed, it can destroy again. And then on Saturday night, we had a little festa, we had a little party with the organisers and the sangria. Wow, amazing. That was good fun. What did we do on Saturday? Oh, Saturday we woke up early again and went on a tour of Napoli, like a little guided tour. We went to the castle. The castle is so beautiful. It started raining though, which was upsetting because you can't enjoy it in the rain. But the view again of Vesuvius, wow. And Napoli is so lovely. When you drive through Napoli on the coach, it's so run down and so awful that I'm like, ew, why would anybody want to live here? Like, it's just a terrible place. Hello. But then, I have a neighbour over there. But then you drive along the coast, or you walk along the coast of Napoli, and you can see all the apartments and all the houses on the hills, and then you can see like Vesuvius in the distance, and you're next to the water, and it's actually kind of beautiful. It's really pretty. I really liked that about Napoli. It was really nice. Best pizza of my life in Napoli. Obviously, pizza originates from Napoli. Oh my god, I cannot stress to you how much I loved this pizza. And I had a baba, the recommendation of someone. That was also delicious. I love that. And we had sfogliatelle. These are the recommendations. Pizza, sfogliatelle, and a baba. Imac. It was so good. All we do is eat. It's just terrible. But delicious. And I love that it was traditional to that place. So I like trying things that are specific to that place. So it was really nice. The pizza made me feel very sick, obviously, because I can't eat the gluten, so that was stupid, but worth it. But was it worth it? Was it worth it? I couldn't go out that night. I was homebound. Yeah, that was sad. The next day, we got up and went to Sorrento. The sweet Sorrento. We did. We sang that song. You would be foolish not to when you get there. God bless Tina Marina. Again, obsessed with lemons. Everywhere, lemons everywhere. We had some really nice gelato in Sorrento. Best seafood risotto. Best seafood risotto I have ever eaten. So good. So fresh. Oh my gosh, and the view, it's just, Sorrento is really lovely. I would love to stay there for a couple of nights. It's just beautiful. Very expensive. Capri was very expensive. Very tourist destinations. Very upper, I felt, especially Capri. Capri was very classy. So classy that they felt it was acceptable to charge me €5 for a coffee. No. Yes, they did. €14 was our bill. We had a cappuccino and 2 espressos. Great. Really happy with that bill. €5 for a coffee. But yeah, other than that, the trip was really fantastic. Loved it. It was so great. On the way home was death because I was sick at that stage, so I couldn't breathe, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't do anything. And then there was so much traffic. So we got home to Bologna really, really late. But we had a little bit of karaoke on the coach, which was fun. I liked that part. And slept all day Monday, which was grand. Oh, on Sunday, recently, like the Sunday that just passed, we went to Rome for the soccer, per il calcio. We saw Juventus and Rome play. Hands down, best experience of my life. Best. I was in tears. I was laughing. I nearly got smacked because I was laughing so hard because this couple was sitting in front of us, I think with one of the fathers. Either it was his father or her father. I don't know. But they are so passionate. It's kind of a turn on. But the Italians were so passionate about this soccer game. And he got so angry when the other team won, the opposing team won that he's not going for, that he started yelling, and I lost it. I started laughing, and I was filming him, I don't care. And she turns around to me, and excuse me for swearing, she's like, "Che cazzo dici?" And I was like, "Non ho detto niente." I was like, "I didn't say anything." She just asked me, she was like, "What the F did you just say?" And I was like, "I didn't say anything," because he was so angry. And I was like, "I didn't do it, he's angry at the game, he's not angry at me." So she was like, they kept looking back at us, and I was like, "Alright, we're gonna move. Andiamo, let's go, bye." So we left. But initially we were supporters of Juventus because everyone in Sydney is supporters of Juventus, or everyone that we know. Like, we have cousins and friends in Sydney that are like, Juve, woohoo. So we thought, obviously, we should go for Juventus. So we got the curva that the Juventus fans sit in. But because we're in Rome, there was literally just like a slither of Juventus fans, and the rest were Roman. And like, even in the curva that was supposed to be Juventus, there were Romans. So we immediately were very smart when we got there to see how passionate everyone was. Started going, "Go Rome! Yes, Rome! Rome win!" And there was so much security on either side of Juventus because at one of the games, I don't know if it was in Napoli or if it was in Rome, but Napoli was involved. Either the team was involved or something, I don't know. But someone brought a gun, and it was big. It was a big deal. It was on the news. It was very dangerous. People were having problems with, like, the soccer and whatever. So there was so much security just supporting, like, just up against these Juventus little crew. Every time Juve fans would be like, Juve, or the Romans would be like, merda, which means crap or shit. And they sing all these songs, they're like, what do they say? Pezzo di merda, like piece of shit. It's just, I feel bad for saying it, but you have to because it's the culture, it's the atmosphere. And it was hilarious. I loved it. It was so great. Rome lost, so that's why everyone lost their nanas, because the other team won. But so worth it, so worth it. It was just hilarious. Really great eye candy. It was at that moment that I decided, I'm living in Rome. Jokes, not Rome. I'm living in Italy. I'm staying here because I don't feel like I can leave just yet, if you know what I'm saying. Very good. Sorry, just got so tense. Just got so distracted thinking about it. Yesterday was one of our friends' birthdays. Or the day before was, but yesterday we celebrated. We threw a surprise party for her. It was really lovely because you get to meet so many new people. That's what I love, people. I love that the language is coming more naturally and you get to meet people, I don't know, from all over, like Brazilians, Spanish, Turkish, English. It's so great. I really like it. It's a good atmosphere. And you're sitting at this table and one person can't speak English, so you all have to speak Italian. And you just think to yourself, wow, I'm forced to do it, I can do it, I can actually have a conversation. We're not talking about philosophical things or politics or anything, but it's nice to be able to say, where are you from, what do you do? Charming. But yeah, that's it. I'm going with another ESEG trip, it should be fun, but it's only for the day. On Sunday we're going to Cinque Terre, we're leaving at 5 in the morning. I'm very excited to go to Cinque Terre because from what I've heard it's beautiful and I've seen photos, so I'm keen to take some photographs. And other than that, there's not really much else going on. I have an Italian exam coming up soon. That's going to be great. We emailed the lecturer asking if he could give us an essay instead, and he was like, no, for hundreds of years people have been doing this exam, you must also do it. And we were like, but we're Erasmus, and he's like, doesn't matter, they've been doing it too. Cool. So he ended up being a little bit more lenient in the sense that he was like, you can choose some topics that you want to focus on and I'll ask you a question on that. But the problem is that in these exams, people listen. Like the entire class is there listening because it's an oral exam and it's open to the public. So anybody that wants to can listen to your exam. And he asks you a question and you have to spend, I don't know, like 10, 15 minutes maybe just responding. I can't do that. I'm literally going to stand there. Fortunately, the home university that I go to does not require me to pass these Italian oral exams, so it'll be a great experience, but I have a feeling I'm going to get up there and be like, ciao, sono qui per un anno, mi chiamo Jessica. It's going to be very awkward. We'll see how that goes. Other than that, that's about it, yeah. But I'll fill you all in next week about Cinque Terre, and what the latest is in my home village. Cool. Cookies. Alright, I'm gonna go.